The Play Mornings with Steph and John replay.
Good morning, world.
It's January 29th, 2024.
Complete darkness when you sleep. Do you need it?
Yeah, I am a person.
You are a person. You don't think anybody else can sleep with a little bit of light?
I know people can, but I don't get how you get the full effect of sleep if you have stuff shining in your eyes.
Okay, a friend of mine last night said he wanted to make a petition. This is crazy. To have the street lights turned off at a certain time because it was wasting energy and shining in his window.
Okay. How late is he thinking?
I'm guessing he goes to bed around 10. Yeah.
What?
But in my opinion, like, the streetlights do turn off at a certain time. It's when it gets light out. Like, we're not wasting energy. That's when we need the lights.
Yeah, I feel like it's light out more than it's... Well, maybe not now, but at some point it's going to be light out more than it's dark out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, streetlights are just not for him to have a light out in front of his house. They're also for safety. They're for people driving by, people walking, and for thieves, so that there's a little bit of light shining on them when they go to steal your canoe in your backyard, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. That happens to all of us.
So I actually saw an article. First I said to him, I think what you need is some curtains. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're probably right. And I was like, exactly. Like, the problem is not to put a petition out and hope to get some followers.
Yeah.
Like, what? But then right after I finished talking to him, I saw this article about how important it is for complete darkness when you sleep.
Okay.
But the article didn't suggest any streetlight mayhem. It just suggested you get an eye mask.
I could do with an eye mask.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you would think you might be missing something, or you wouldn't have enough time, like if there was an intruder, to get the eye mask off to see what was your impending doom?
I think if an intruder walked in and saw me, very masculine male, clearly, sleeping with an eye mask on, he would feel so bad that he would just leave.
He would just leave.
Not this guy.
You're like, this poor guy.
Right?
5 a.m. Confessions.
Did you know there's something known as too much milk consumption? Consumption?
Yes.
You did?
No, I mean, yes,
Oh,
to
as in I
consumption
said the
as
word
in the
correctly.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't know you could drink too much milk.
Well, I do now. On Friday, I was so happy. Right after work, I went, got myself a nice fresh jug of milk. And that night, I drank probably 3/4 of it.
What? Like a jug, like 4-liter jug, like a gallon jug of milk.
Yeah, like straight from the cow into the jug.
And you were like, I don't really know people apart from you that are like, milk is my favorite beverage.
It's so good. I'm like addicted to milk. I don't know what to tell you. And we spoke. I don't put anything in it, nothing like that. But I got really sick. Like, really sick. It started with a headache, and then I'll spare you the details, but it was as if I was intolerant to lactose.
Okay, now, John, do you think you made yourself lactose intolerant from this binge of milk?
Oh, I hope not. I have not drank milk since that incident. I gave my body a little detox, but I hope not.
Okay, and did it make you not love milk as much? Did it make you think like, oh, hair of the dog, don't want to drink the thing that bit me?
Yeah, it made me think, why is milk doing this to me? I've been so good to it. It has been so good to me up until now. And I actually looked it up. Technically, more than 2 cups of milk a day is too much milk.
Valid. I mean, a lot of people might argue more than 1 cup a day is too much milk for your taste buds.
Wow. I probably drink on average, I don't know, out of a week, maybe it comes down to 4 cups of milk a day.
Really? And do you add anything to it? Is there chocolate milk? Is it strawberry milk? It's just plain old
It's just
milk.
Yeah, straight from the udder to my mouth.
Oh, and when you say it like that, John, that's a confession in itself. It's too much. All right, John, I want to get your take on this.
All right.
I've learned a new term.
Oh, of course you have.
Sandwich generation.
Sandwich generation.
Yeah. You know what it means?
I have no clue. Let me take a guess. Sandwich generation. I believe, okay, I'm leaning towards like a Subway sandwich. Subway sandwich, people make it for you as you just stand there. Is sandwich generation a generation of probably younger people? Because I assume all these words are always made up from millennials and everything. Okay. Are they the younger people who are like, I want it now, like I want it my way? Like, sandwich generation is younger people who are like, well, I want to do my life my way, and like the way I do it is the way I do it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
kind of like the have it your way slogan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Not even close?
No.
Level up your lexicon.
Not on par at all.
Okay. Well, what is it, Steph?
Sandwich generation is the people who are stuck in the middle of elderly parents
Yep.
and kids who need help.
So you.
No. My brother. No, I more mean my parents. So my parents, for instance, their parents are aging and they're having to do a lot more work to take care of them and help them out.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But then also they have grandkids that they need to babysit and take care of. And so they're the sandwich generation where they're retired and they've worked all their lives, so they should have time to themselves. But instead, they're stuck in the middle of taking care of people on either side of their generation.
Okay. That's way more depressing than
I
than
know.
mine
I'm
was.
sorry. I was really excited that I learned a new term, but now I feel like I've Debbie down to the
No,
Mondays.
that's sad. This weekend, I walked into a store to find a drain plug because my sink doesn't have one. And when you're straight raising, it feels a lot better to dip it into water as opposed to just like run it under the sink.
Yeah, valid.
And
Okay.
I don't want to just shove a towel in there like I do sometimes. But I went to the dollar store and I could not find this drain plug. So after like 20 minutes of walking around, I walked out empty-handed. And is there anything in the world that feels more illegal than walking out of a store empty-handed? Like, it's terrifying.
Valid point. I do feel like, especially if you're walking around like a big store, for instance, the grocery store,
Yes.
or a store that has a security guard at the front, like Walmart. And if you don't buy anything, it feels like, well, why'd you come then?
Yeah.
And I almost feel like I have to like hold my hands up and be like, see ya, double wave them as I go. Like, I don't have anything on me, I promise.
But even that is drawing attention to you as if you did. That's what I would do if I was stealing stuff. I'd be like, not me. I am not the one.
Look at my hands.
Yeah.
They're empty. Don't look at my pockets though.
I also feel I've had opportunities and times, not opportunities, but I've had times where I've gone to the store, not found my thing, and still bought something so I could just show that I did purchase something.
Like, I didn't need this chocolate bar, but
Yeah.
it's coming with me.
And that's moronic.
Well, I mean, it's not great for your bank account, but it does save face. It does make you less awkward by that security guard. Then you can wave your chocolate bar at him. Want a
Yeah.
piece? Want a break? Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Over the weekend, I was hanging out with some people, and it seemed like everybody had got on this do not disturb function trend.
Yep, don't talk to me.
But it was crazy because I don't use it, but I do have a bedtime reminder at 10 p.m. But some people's do not disturb warnings were going off at 8:30.
That's early. You're missing a lot.
Yeah, they were like, oh yeah, that's time to get ready for bed. Somebody said 9:10 was there. Somebody else 9:21. And I just thought, my bedtime reminder goes off at 10, but you can disturb me whenever you want. Like, I don't set that up.
Really?
Yeah, do you?
Why? I have it on. I have it automatically set from 1 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., but I'm in the habit now of the
1
second.
a.m. Why even put it on? My
No,
goodness.
But I'm in the habit of the second I get in bed, which is like around 9:30 to 10 o'clock, it instantly goes on.
And do you have special people that you like put at, this person can talk to me no matter what, and everybody else can't?
Yeah, so I used to have it just, my phone was completely silenced, but as I'm becoming more of an adult, I'm like, I can't have that. So I have my texts go through to everybody, and my phone calls go through. But every other app and everything like that, it's completely silenced. Because if somebody really needs me, they're not going to DM me on Instagram.
Yeah, I find that my phone doesn't wake me up at all unless it's an alarm or a phone call. So I don't feel like do not disturb really matters for me. Like,
See,
you
when-
can text and email as much as you want, but I'm not going to wake up.
When you're as popular as I am.
Oh,
You get...
pardon me.
No, I'm a very light sleeper, so I wake up to like literally any little noise.
Now, this is another thought I've had, and I'm seeing that folks are doing during work hours. They're saying do not disturb.
Okay.
And so, like, sometimes I'll go to text some of our bosses here, and it'll say, like, this person's on Do Not Disturb. I know they're at work, but on top of the fact that maybe they've shut their door and decided to close their email down, they're also like, don't even try with phone either. I don't have time for you.
They're having a nap under their desk.
No, they're focused. They're trying to get things done, but I might try it now. Like, I'm like, I think this is a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Report back.
Don't disturb me, John. No, I'll have to put you as somebody that can disturb me whenever you want. It's probably because I'm sleeping in or something.
Yeah. Want to get paid for being naked?
I guess so. Only how much am I getting paid?
You were quick to say yes. Let's just point out you were very quick to say yes.
Do I have to be in public?
Yep, kind of. So the average salary of 2023 for a nude model artistry,
okay,
$70,000.
Not worth it.
Are you kidding me?
No. I can't imagine saying yes to that for $70,000.
Okay, well, the description of the role is like stand around for 4 hours, like maybe twice a week for $70,000.
I don't think you're standing around. I think you're standing very still in probably an awkward pose that makes your back ache and yeah.
But $70,000, there's a lot I wouldn't, how do I say this? There's a lot I would not do for $70,000.
Yeah, I feel like you are really excited about $70,000, but I just don't think that's enough for the amount of artwork that's going to be made. Like, you don't just stand there for a couple hours a week and call it a day and you never see it again. No, the people are creating pictures of you to be shared around. It's written in pen. You're just like, it's too naked.
That's true, but what if you got to choose which ones get out and which ones don't? Like, if they're really flattering, like they give me a big butt or a tiny butt, whichever way us guys like our butts to look.
I guess that's the beauty in the eye of the beholder. You get to choose that. Yeah, no, definitely not. I would never do this. I don't know if there's an amount of money they could pay me for me to do this.
Really? What about $70,000 a week? $70,000 a week?
$70,000 a week.
That has to be like $3 million a year.
I might do it for 1 week. I don't know if I would do it
1 week, $70,000?
Weekly, yeah.
Really? But
perhaps you would get more comfortable.
Yeah, I was just going to say weekly, like the first week, obviously you're going in and you're like, oh my goodness. It's the first time you walk into a locker room at the pool. You're like, oh, this is a lot. Does nobody have decency?
I've found a way to extend your life by 2 years.
2 years, 51 to 53, baby. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Can you get some higher aspirations for your life? I mean, the average time that you get to live is well into your 70s as a man.
Oh, that sounds like so much. But how am I going to extend my life to 72?
By exercise snacking.
Snacking? I exercise snacking every day.
Oh, dear. No, this is exercise snacking. So what they're saying is by exercising in little chunks throughout the day, like...
Yeah.
So just as you snack in between meals, you would snack in between your workouts.
Yeah.
So they're saying like every hour, get up and move for 3 minutes, be that, taking a walk around the building outside or running up and down the stairs a couple of times, but get your heart rate moving for at least 3 minutes every hour. And they're calling it a snack.
Now, with snacking, you eat meals every day. Am I still having to do a full-on workout every day? As well as snack.
That remains to be seen. I think that you wouldn't want to cut it out.
Yeah.
I almost feel like this is a yes and. Like it's like if you're a regular exerciser, continue that. But as well, add these 3 minutes an hour to your life so that you can add 2 years to your life. Okay,
because, I was fine with it up until we just talked it out and discovered that I have to do normal workouts still. Like, I can do 3 minutes an hour every day of just walking.
Yeah.
But if I have to do an exercise on top of that, I'm not trying to exercise out of my exercise.
John, everybody has to start somewhere, okay? If you don't exercise every day right now, that's all right. Just start exercise snacking, and then maybe one day you'll want a full meal.
Okay. We'll see.
Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Steph and John replay.
Find more Steph and John at play1037.ca.